everyone. We are in week 2. Today's January 28th, 2025. And I want to do a little recap of what happened last week with executive orders and how they are affecting education. So here we go. The first one is the immigration issue. So, immigration officials can now make arrests at schools. The sensitive or safe or sanctuary places that they were once respected as is no longer, so ICE agents can come into schools. Rewind. They can approach and want to get into schools, but there are 2 laws that still protect the students and the staff, and one is FERPA, that's the Privacy Act. You can't release any information without written consent of a parent, and the Plyer versus Doe Supreme Court case from 1982 that gives students the right to an education regardless of their immigration status. Now, what does that mean? I have resources that I can send you that people have asked for, that I've sent them, on having your own protocols at your school in case ICE agents do want to come in and take students. So if you need that information, please reach out to me. Number 2, the second executive order that's affecting schools is how Trump undid Biden's efforts to protect the LGBTQ plus students through Title IX by signing the executive order, now listen to this, to define only 2 sexes, male or female. So Title IX, which states that you can't discriminate based on sex, now only applies to male or female, and regardless of any other gender identity or sexual orientation. So the protections for students who identify as anything but male or female, those protections have been cut back because of that definition of the executive order. Number 3, a school safety board, which was created to make schools safer from gun violence, that has been disbanded. I know a lot of you have posted how the page is just bare now. So this was codified into law as part of 2022 Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. But now, Homeland Security Secretary Huffman, his exact words were, they decided to disband this group to eliminate misuse of resources and to ensure that Department of Homeland Security activities prioritize our national security. So that school safety board was disbanded. And here's one more thing, names for you to know. So Linda McMahon, Trump's choice for education secretary, and Penny Schwinn, the former Tennessee education commissioner, is now slated to become the deputy education secretary. So remember those 2 names. But until they are confirmed by the Senate, the department is under the leadership, here's the 3rd name, of Denise Carter, who was the interim leader of the Federal Student Aid Office. So those are the 3 names to remember who are leading or will be leading the Department of Education, which we still don't know what that's going to look like, if that's going to be disbanded completely. That hasn't been shared. Another one that I want to get into more deeply at a later date, I know this video is long already, so is the removal of DEI employees, offices, councils, and materials for schools and universities. So those have been removed, but this is a larger topic, like I said, that I want to get into at length very, very soon. I'm collecting my information. And lastly, this is the 5th one. Trump also reorganized groups that Biden put in place to oversee the book bans in schools, because that was a very hot topic in a lot of different states with a lot of different school boards. And he appointed someone to regulate that and mediate that. So as a result, they dismissed a lot of complaints and a lot of cases that have been waiting to be discussed. So we don't know what's going to happen with book bans because that's been halted as well. Again, that was a recap from week 1 of the new administration. If you have any questions or need any resources, please let me know and I will happily send that to you.